All right, good morning, Keller Williams 1, Chicago. This is a continuing from yesterday where we showed you a landing page for an open house. And what we showed you was that we added, here's our open house here, there you have the registration, but we embedded the feature sheet and brochure into the landing page so that we can be a completely touchless open house, meaning we don't have to print out brochures, we don't have to have people touching anything, and you can have maybe the thing you print out is a QR code and you have that at the open house on the kitchen counter and you're just like, please register to our open house. But this is what we created for one of our listings. And you can see it's got the brochure, it's got the feature sheet, and it brands you as the agent. So you guys can create this for yourself. All right, so let's dive in because someone asked yesterday, how did we do this? So let's see if we can show you that quickly. All right, so here we have the, here we have the command dashboard, and we're going to go all the way to consumer. And this is the one that we created here. So I'm going to show you the contents of that, and we're going to recreate a new one. So this is already created. You can see the landing page here, and we're going to go into the edit mode. And you see there's a bunch of widgets, and hopefully this widget part isn't an advanced topic for you, that we've already covered that. If it's new to you, then we'll have to revisit the how to even get to this stage. But just want to show you, because the more you know what you can do, the more likely you're going to do it, right? So here we have, and as you hover over, you can see that this is a branded header, right? So you have widgets on the right-hand side here, and that's the branded header one. And that's where you can say welcome and all that stuff. The next one is the lead form. You see that one here on the right-hand side. That's where you're going to have them enter in their information. And again, now you don't have to have them do it on your phone, your iPad, your laptop. You can say, hey, with your own smartphone, which everyone has a smartphone now. And if they don't, you can have them, use yours to fill this in. They open up, like going to a restaurant these days. There's a QR code. You point your camera at the QR code. It opens up and you see the menu. So it's going to open up and you're going to see this landing page here. So that's how that's going to work if you use this process. All right. And then what we did here is we added images. So we converted our feature sheet, which was a PDF file, into an image. And most of you probably can figure out how to do that. When you're in something, you could do a file, save as, and it'll give you some options. PDF would be one of them. Maybe a Word document's another one. If you started in Word, I'm just trying to think, but a JPEG could be one of those things that you do a save as. Otherwise, you could do a PDF to JPEG converter. All right, just Google PDF to JPEG, and there's going to be a bunch of free converters on there. You just put your file in there and convert it to PDF or JPEG. All right, so then you're going to just add these images in there. All right, and this is our brochure that we created through command. And in command, you can say save as PDF or save as JPEG. So these are easy saves. So here we go to content blocks, and we have images, and we can add an image just by dragging and dropping it over to the left. All right, so that's the basic components. That's going to be the how-to. Next widget is the your local expert, and the final one is a legal footer. All right, so that's how we're going to create it, and let's create one from scratch. So we're going to exit out. And I'm going to look up something over here on my dashboard. going to go to marketing. Okay, marketing. All right, so I'm going to, this is my marketing folder for this particular property, right? And you can see here we've saved some of our brochure pages as JPEGs, right? So whatever file you want to add to as a JPEG into your command, you're going to want to save them somewhere on your computer. But I wanted to start with the QR code because this is what you're going to have potentially at each property going forward, right? 711 Gordon Terrace. So you're creating this. There's QR code generators out there that you can create. And then you're just going to copy and paste that QR code in there. And you see it says, please scan QR code for brochure and feature sheet. And it's all branded to you. And so this is what you're going to have. This is the only piece of paper that you're going to have at your open house. And then this QR code will point to the landing page. The landing page being this URL here, right? That QR code is going to point to this. That will then open up this, your actual landing page. See that pages.kw.com, open house, okay? Those are the basic constructs of creating a touchless open house feature sheet registration form. And so you can see here, I'm just going to open a couple of these. So each of these, this was created in Designs, saved as a PDF. Saved as a JPEG, sorry. Was a PDF, saved as a JPEG. All right, so those are the constructs. Saving the QR code as your cover page, having the images already there. And so let's create this. So now we are going to go back into command, and I'm going to create a new landing page. And it's a landing page. And we've gone through this, so I'm going to go somewhat quick on this. So you can see we had one for open house. I'm just going to call it feature sheet just to have something. All right, so we had the branded header, so I'm just going to drag and drop that over. Right? So because was an open house, that's why we moved the lead form to the very beginning. Now, if you don't want to use this for an open house, you just want to use this as a, hey, I'm going to send this out to anyone that wanted a feature sheet. Right? So then we're going to do the lead form at the very end, and we're going to do the legal footer and the agent branding at the very end, or your local expert at the end. So next we're going to add in, we're going to go content blocks and add in an image. So I'm going to grab the image, and you see where the green line is. That green line is going to say whether it's above or below. You see that? Above or below. So we're going to go below, right? And now we can select an image. Drop files in here. This is empty. And then let's see, I've got this here, right? And so I am, let's see if I can show this on the screen at the same time. Let's see if I can grab this. See if I can grab and drop this in there. Okay, Jem, is that how you did it? Drag and drop?
Yes.
Okay, and add to the list. Let's try
No,
that.
just click on the picture.
Oh. Did I do it wrong?
Just click on the image again. And then click on the image right on the list there.
There it is. Okay, so now you've added that first page of the brochure. See, even I need help sometimes. Thank you, Jem. All right, so that is how you created that first one. So let's go and configure the widgets. So you really only have one widget, and it's the enter the text. So let's say welcome to 711 West Terrace Unit. Nope, you only have 30 characters, so you do have to monitor that. So I'm okay just saying welcome to 711 West Gordon Terrace, right? Save and apply. There you go. Welcome to, and now you have the image, and you could just then just continue to add the images that you want. So let's say, let's add one more image. So we're going to go back to, let's go to save and apply. And let's go done. All right, so now we're going to go back to the widgets and let's add in the lead form. So we're going to grab the lead form. Remember, where you drag and drop it, you're going to see that green line. So you want it to go below. Let me try that again. Let's go all the way to the bottom. I'm not in full screen, so that might make a difference. Lead form.
Yeah, that works.
That works.
There. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now you see the lead form there. All right. So that you could change this as well, configure the widgets, lead form, and say, you know, for a right, for a private tour, contact me, save and apply. So this would be if you're sending this as an email, because you could send this link as an email to someone as well. It doesn't have to originate from the QR code. All right, and so let's go back to lead form. Done. Done, and let's add your local expert. Again, you're going to drag and drop that. Drag, click. Okay, drag and drop. You see where the green line is. You want it towards the bottom. You're going to release it, let go, and there it is. Let's go to configure widgets again. Go to local expert, and it just wants you to verify all this information is accurate. It looks like we have everything. Save and apply. Nope. So let me show you this. So the agent bio comes from your settings. And so my agent bio in my settings is, as you can see here, 732 characters. So I might just come in and say, all right, let's truncate from here down. 318 characters, all right? I'm just gonna trunk this down. There you go, 71 characters. And download your link. I'm gonna add that, save and apply. All right, so it's hard to make a mistake because it will tell you, hey, you haven't completed everything. So now the download my app would work. So that's the basic constructs of creating a landing page. And again, you could use it for an open house by putting the lead capture widget at the very top. If you're just using it to share with people, you're not going to call it an open house. You're not going to say, please register. So in that case, as you see here, I just say for a private tour, contact me. And then we can save that. All right. Jem, anything I missed on that?
No, you're good.
All right. Yeah, you're pretty good yourself too. Okay, that's what I wanted to go over because yesterday we showed you the open house and it all started with, you know, that QR code being touchless, not having to print out a bunch of brochures and not that that's a bad thing, but, you know, if you're doing an open house for someone and it's not your listing, you can create one of these for yourself, right? Just because it's not your listing doesn't mean that you can't do this exact same thing for yourself, with the exception of, the feature you might need to ask the agent, hey, can I get a copy of that? And then you convert it to PDFs, you create it yourself. All right, that's all I have for this morning. Thanks for joining in, and have a great rest of your day.